in the Q2 play in the lead. Washi gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. They're now all tied up 1-1. Theo is going to get taken down by Jazz. You can now see Jazz pushing up towards the B flag. Rock that 35 round. See that we have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Theo. Sure enough, with the push from the backside, finds Jazz.
Licença, Tocinha! Pofo! Botão no cofrinho do Limes! Pofo pra cima do Delzinho! Double pofo do craque! Faz clique aí, meu chat! Você tá no YouTube, faz o clipe da jogada!
Um som, morto.
Vou cravar cima, crava esquerda.
Tem um, só tem real. Vai ter mais um.
Aí tem que botar na cara.
Pode ver agora, calma.
Nossa!
Hey, we've got 2 players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god, we've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't have it. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. Moving quick in with the side of Nova. Dave, you're going to go in.
People see, there is one A now.
Marvel misses one, but doesn't miss twice.
Out. Oh my. Chris, he's all one. More. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a typical sniper on this area, but right now you're just sniping. It ain't even close. Lucky. Get headshot. Costco, flip the smoke. Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
X7's left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make this.
Yo, this girl's dirty! Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artem Misa coming through. What's that? Is that the kilo? Whoa! Artemisa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Kells. Finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kinda nuts with the kilo, bro. I have been. Found herself on that Sparrow shot. But the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, Briggs stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there for the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrows can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone
And welcome back for Mobile Mayhem EU, right? We do have a little bit of a late start, right? But we are here now. I'm your host, as always, Diana, and I'm so happy to be here, right? And I have these beautiful, awesome people with me, Verdict and they, who are ready to cast these 3 games tonight. Obviously, we will have just 3. But, guys, Verdict, how was your day?
Oh my god, it's been great. It's been a blast of a week so far, and you know what? It's okay. We got a little bit of a delay. That's not going to keep us from all the action that we still have left on the agenda. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that today ends better than it started as far as not being able to see that first matchup. Other than that, Deanna, how have you been?
Been awesome, I was working until 7. I did my hair, I did my makeup, I was all into. I didn't check Discord, and then I said, oh, we have a delay, and I was like, oh my god, please, don't make me regret I did my makeup and my hair and not have full games today. But yeah, we have just 3 games because sadly one of the teams forfeited, but I hope it's gonna be alright, and I hope it's gonna be awesome, at least the next 3 games that we will have. But Day, how was your day?
I'm doing alright. We're a little bit tired, but you know what? That's okay, because EU's getting ready to wake us up with some of these exciting games we have heading your guys' way. It is obviously going to be a little bit shorter of a day, but you know what? I think the action pack that we're going to get is going to outweigh the negatives. At least that's the hope.
Okay. I was like, will they? But yeah, as I talked earlier, obviously we will have just 3 games. Verdi, can you go over the schedule for today?
Absolutely. I'm taking a look at it right now. We are going to start off with Panic, and that is a new team, and Pegasus looking to make their debut against a really stout opponent. Kings and Exclusive, probably going to be our highlight matchup of the day. Kings on a just downright dominating run so far. They have yet to drop a map, and then Exclusive, who have actually shown up and been better than they have ever looked since last season, coming in from FA Ducks to now this new team name. I feel like they have received a little bit of a buff. Then we're going to cap it off with the 117 Not Found versus the 31ers. That one should also be interesting as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm actually looking forward to see all 3 games, especially Kings versus Exclusive. As you said, Exclusive came in this season. After last season, it was a little bit like a blender. Like, I was expecting more. It didn't really happen. But now this season, they are very, very strong in my opinion. So definitely, I'm looking forward to see that game. And also, 117 Not Found versus 31ers as well. I feel like the second game, Kings versus Exclusive, have a potential to have a 3rd game, right? I'm not sure about the last game of tonight, but I'm still hoping that we will have actually nice 3 games on all of our matchups today. But Day, can you go over the standings from last week? Yes, please.
The standings leading into today, no surprise, Kings coming in at that number 1 spot, 120 points on the board. In 2nd place, we've got Animus sitting on 90. In 3rd, we've got Exclusive, only 5 points behind on 85. And then 5 points behind them is 117 Not Found in that number 4 spot. This is where things start to take a little bit further of a jump to next, with Zidium in at 5th, down 30 points with 50. 31ers in 6th with 40. Panic in 7th with 35. Enigma in 8th with 25. Atomic in 5th with 5, or 9th with 5, and Icemont in last with 0. Obviously, we have a new team in the mix. I'm unsure where that puts them at the moment, but maybe Verdict can give us a little bit of an update on that.
On what?
Where our new team is sitting?
Oh, Pegasus. Oh, that's a great question. I don't know if they inherited points or anything like that. Look, guys, I only got the same amount of info that you guys got. Atomic sit with 5 when they left. I don't know if they're inheriting those points, but that would be exactly where you would be at even if you didn't, because I mean it's a 5-0. I mean, literally, you're gonna be 9th or 10th. That's basically it. I don't care too much about points though.
Yeah, it should be cool to start it clean. Just saying, but definitely, as you guys maybe did not catch or you didn't watch much of EU Camp right now in the past couple of days, right? Atomic is not playing anymore for Mobile Mayhem, right? We have Pegasus who replace them. And also, guys, if you didn't catch any of the streams, you know, from Trover, right? Made by Verdict for Mobile Mayhem, you can always check them on YouTube because there is a link. It's actually pinned in Verdict's chat, and you can check them, you know, because here on Trover, I think they are sub only, but you know, on YouTube you can actually watch them whenever you want. I actually watched it last week, the next day at work. I was like, oh, I want to see myself because I looked cute, so I was like, I'm just gonna see it again. But yeah, that's about that. Just go on YouTube, follow, and you can sub there, I think, right? And you can see the videos. But talking about our first matchup, I'm gonna go over the maps, right? You can actually see them on the screen right now. We're gonna start with the Hardpoint on Takeoff, right? Followed by an SND on Fighting Range, and if we're gonna get a third game, it's gonna be well, Control on Raid, right? As we like and as EU likes, Control on Raid. Yeah, hopefully we will not get the third game, right?
I don't know. I look, it's literally the best control map in the game, and it's not even close.
I will never agree with this, guys. I'm sorry.
You're entitled to your own wrong opinion.
Exactly.
What is your wrong opinion?
You heard what I said?
Damn.
Right.
It's no, I feel, you know what? I feel like it's not my place to be here right now. I'm gonna leave, guys. Have fun with testing. I'm gonna think if I'm gonna come back after for our first matchup.
Yeah, we're gonna seriously think about that one too. I mean, obviously, you have been a delight and a treat, but let's be real. Raid is the best competitive map of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, and it ain't even close. Ask any of the COD pros in today's CDL scene, existing and previously, pro. They'll tell you, man, it's been a classic. Obviously, here in COD Mobile, we probably don't get the best version of Raid per the Hardpoint spawns, but Search and Destroy was elite whenever it was available. Even the Hardpoint was great whenever it was available. Just those spawns in P4, those dastardly spawns. I don't even know if that's a word, Dave. Just kind of like fit the tone and the description. But Raid and Control, I don't know if you can name a better combo in the map pool selection as of right now, Dave. I don't know if you agree. I don't know what your thoughts are on that one, but it's certainly one of the better maps in that pool.
Yeah, I definitely think we have a much stronger map pool this year overall. You know, I look back at some of the horrific moments of Crossfire domination.
Ugh.
And, we were way back there.
Oh, God.
So the map,
oh, my God. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, bro. Why did you even pop that one there? God, we're trying to have a better day. God damn. What?
Listen, we've come a long way. I think we could definitely have some further improvements to the map pool. I think there's some really solid competitive maps in Call of Duty in general, many of which that haven't quite made it into the likes of mobile yet. But the nice thing about a mobile title like COD Mobile here is that this is a game that spans over many years that can incorporate the entire franchise, as opposed to having to kind of conform to the market and force out an incomplete-ish game kind of every year, and that's not something that just Call of Duty happens, right? I mean, that's any franchise you look at that has repeated titles. I mean, you can even look at Pokemon, right? Like, they come out with a new game every single year, right? So kind of things like that can oversaturate the market a little bit, in my opinion, and I think COD Mobile has a lot of opportunity to really take its mobile nature and go a long way with it.
I think you're absolutely right, bro. I think that's a good call. I think it's a good perspective to have on it. And I think here we're about to have a better perspective on what team's going to be better. Panic, they've got a pretty good run for them right now. They're sitting pretty solid at a top 6 seed. I think after today, they should be pretty... Well, no, they're not. They're actually not on board with a top 6 seed. And this is where things get interesting, because now you've got a team that, you know, is being inserted into the league, and you've got to assert your dominance early on. Right now, it's a back and forth affair. I'm on board with Bison, who might have spawned in a little later than normal, but a little bit of contesting and a little bit of back and forth. That round ring right in the middle of the map going to be heavily contested for the time being. So far, it's Panic. We're going to be able to take a little bit of a lead off of it.
Hardpoint contested.
All right, well, Panic certainly have a interesting matchup ahead of them. I would think that they have to be the favorited for this matchup. Obviously, we've seen what Bison can do in the past. We know what Onur brings to the table, Patron, Zorky, even Storm, one of the newer players to the European scene, having come back in during the last year, has really been a key player for this Panic roster so far, right? I mean, it's really been impressive how quickly he has improved. So right there, Amo probably should have got that kill. Maybe a little bit of nerves coming through there, disrupting some of the performance. But you can see we've got Clayster here on the hill, Holger in hand, locking 2 down.
Yo, I haven't been mesmerized. So am I kidding? This is criminal. This is the best LK24 Iron Sight in the game, and my guy Arcane. I mean, he's making it work. He's got a red dot on it, bro. This should be illegal by all means right now. He is making it work, though. He's leading the team on the right-hand side of your screen in yellow. Panic trying to get back onto the hill themselves. Zorky get a lead with a contest there, get some shots in. Onur, the recent pickup, he was recently dropped by the Kings team. A very, very talented player. Nonetheless, it is going to be a little bit of a struggle here in the top side of the staircase. No operators for either team. Patron bringing in the Misty Skies, gets the 2-piece. 2 for Bison as well. But it's only going to be amounting to some contest time now as the team's heading over the new. It does look like we got 4 in yellow on the right-hand side, making the north side rotation, trying to get those secret spawns.
They are certainly trying to, and it's actually a much closer match than I thought we were going to see off the start. But then again, we are only going into a P3, and we know how P1 and P2 can be on takeoff. So P3 is where things can really start to take off for teams. In fact, last week we had Devious have an absolutely monstrous run on these P3 hills. So we'll have to see if one of these teams is able to come through with a similar performance. Right now, you can see Panic. They are the ones on the hill. Arcane looking to make the rotation over, but Storm has been disgusting on this Panic lineup this season. You've also got Onur, who's currently leading the lobby, sitting on 11, opting to bring out that War Machine. That is a super underrated operator that I really think more players should be bringing to the table for Hardpoint, specifically on maps like Takeoff, where everything is in enclosed areas. I mean, you look at like the P2 as well as the P3 and P4, you can get a lot of value off of that AoE damage. And right now, Panic having one of those big holds here on P3, really starting to extend that gap. Going into P3, we were looking at, what, a 5-point difference between these teams? We're sitting at almost 60 now.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get chained today. You got 3 players up top. Actually, Hill's going to pop, and it is going to be a little bit of yellow down low. Yours are the last one alive. Going to go ahead and push up the staircase. That was the wrong call, my friend. Onur's up top. He's got a switchblade in hand. He is certainly not looking to be your friend. With that being said, this one's starting to get a little out of hand. These value hills, not so valuable for the team of Pegasus. They're making their debut here in Mobile Mayhem. Some of the players just not making the cut. The triple chow desperately needed here to get the break. As they take down one Storm, Patron drop Bison in the feed. Bison back on it. He's got 18, not going to be able to be good for the 19th. And finally, a little bit of hill time on the backs of ammo. He's the last player on the hill. He's got to stay alive for the next 15 seconds.
All right, well, some well-needed points for the side of Pegasus here. They got themselves, 18 of the remaining 25 after they made that break, so pretty solid. But we do have P1 reset coming through. You can see Storm coming through with the 2-piece right there. As of right now, we have no score streaks on the board. However, we do have some operators. This is where I want to talk a little bit about some of the operator choice. We did talk about how the War Machine is actually very, very strong on this matchup. One that, can be strong, but is so inconsistent that I hate that I'm seeing on the side of Pegasus right now, is the equalizers on Flick. We do have those charged and ready to go, but for a P1 and a P2, they are almost entirely unusable.
Well, here we go. The unusable, the smoke. He's going to be able to make the transition. He's going to look to get the spawn. Damage! Not there, my friend. Equalizers at range. Anything after 5 meters, it looks like. The bullet drop-off is devastating, and that is going to be Panic getting back on the objective. They're going to have a 70-plus point, make it 80-plus point lead rolling into P2. This where things are a little tied up. I mean, you look at the grand scheme of things, P2 is not favorable for any team. You got to find a way to get out and above and ahead of this competition. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see what PG brings to the table for our first listen in.
Barrow, ja, wir können Trophy.
Ich push rein. Einer Ticket Test.
Alleine zu pushen, Bruder, das ist schon
Ticket Test. Ja, reicht, Ticket Test 2.
Ich komme. Trophy ist drin. Pinch. Ticket.
I need it.
Nice. Ticket, der kommt rein, low, 2, 3, rein. Komm hier bei Auwindow, Ticket.
Spawn go next, wenn ihr respawn go next.
Ja. Auwindow.
Ey, window dead.
Nice. Talk construction,
blue. Geht.
Talk construction. Hey, watch it.
Window dead.
Top yellow dead. Bro, top red wieder, top red.
Yeah, top red. Top red, one shot is sold, it's storm.
All right, comm check in, a bit basic, but hey, they get the job done. They keep the dream alive, down by 67 points. Roll it into it. Pegasus, not looking terrible, but again, not really setting themselves apart. And things getting out of hand here on these money hills. They got to make a turnaround here today.
Yeah, they definitely do. And right now, PG, they do have 2 big operators available. They have the Claw as well as the Sparrow. The Sparrow, obviously bringing some of that explosive AoE damage, is only going to find 1 before getting dropped. However, now the Claw pop as well. Finds 2 for a third. Finds 3 in the feed. Finally taken down by Onur, though. Does have himself a Hunter Killer and a Predator Missile. Also about to have the War Machine in charged as well. Yeah, that one was kind of rough to watch for Clayster there. The 7-kill feed coming through for Onur.
Oh god, he's on a 10 combo, bro.
He's on an EMP and
he's on a blur nuke streak right now, bro. What are you talking about?
He's past a blur nuke streak.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, the caster curse. We didn't want to say it, but hey, all good things must come to an end. Panic though. They are continue to rage on 202 to 90, rolling into P4. The connection is going to be made early. You're going to see Zorky in the hills, got 205 seconds. Hill's going to be popped open. It does not look like a contest is going to come through the back door. It finally does come through the front. They jump in. They funnel right into Zorky's shots. And here comes the grab vortex. God! 5 in the speed. This is a montage of a performance here for Panic. They are making it look easy, and they should be able to close it out here. If not on P4, definitely within P1 reach.
I would definitely think so as well. Only 19 points to go. We have an EMP. Should, God forbid, anybody on Pegasus get anything on the board. We've also got a Hunter Killer for Storm here. A couple operators on both teams coming up as well. Don't think they can save the game here, but Amo is on the hill, does have that Purifier available. Maybe they could lock down some sort of play, but with only 7 seconds, it's kind of hard to say if it would even have been worth it. And, well, that's going to be the closeout of the game. A solid 250 to 91 win coming through for the side of Panic. Pegasus off to a rough start for their debut in Mobile Mayhem.
Rough start is certainly one of those words you can use. I mean, it wasn't brutal. They didn't look terrible. They didn't look great, as a matter of fact. They just kind of looked like they were middle of the pack. And against a team that's well orchestrated like Panic, you know, they got a new addition that was strutting his stuff. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Onur from King's Pass. 38 and 15, a minute 12 on the hill, making Panic look phenomenal in this one. As a matter of fact, it was not even a question. After we got done with that first P2, that's when things completely got uncontrollable. Only 40 points accumulated on the backs of those last 4 hills after the first set. So not a great first start, not a great second rotation either. So definitely needs some improvement. Obviously, it wasn't so much the gunfights; it was just lack of spawn control. P3 is a blender. You can't capitalize if you don't have those secret spawns. And we saw the operators go to, I mean, great usage down to absolute 0 value on that break. Even the claw looked good but if you don't have those spawns, it looks just it looks like it's just going for granted, man.
I think largely what we have to admit we saw there is a team that is just a little bit outclassed in the gun skill and quite a fair bit outclassed when it comes to just the experience of competing at this level and competing as a cohesive team as opposed to just being a 5-stack that's running through your ranked lobbies. So right now it is looking huge for the side of Panic. Obviously, Onur, an enormous pickup for this team, dropped 38 and 15 with over a minute on the hill as well, able to come through with that 10 kill spree that we obviously had saw before we cast a curse to him. And, now we'll be getting ready for the search and destroy. And this is the mode where sometimes the underdogs can shine a little bit, right? If you have a good, strong sniper performance in your lineup, you could definitely pick off a player like Onur early on and give your team a chance to really pull through. It also is a little bit more difficult to snowball your opponents because you don't have things like operators. You don't realistically have things like kill streaks that you can snowball your opponents out as well. So it gives you that fresh reset at the end of every round. It's like we are ready to go, getting underway for our search and destroy.
Okay, search and destroy. Got to be a better run, turn of events. Last game was a brutal one to watch. First half, no better than the second. Well, actually, it was a little bit better, but a little bit better doesn't go a long ways now. This is chop and block time. You're either going to earn some points or you're going to be pointed up. 20 points up for grabs here for Panic, and they need all of that. Storm, he's already looking for the wall bangs. Not going to connect on anything so far. The attacking side strats. Looks like we're buckling up for maybe a little bit of a hold here in the wood site. Back alley approach there in the jungle, not necessarily there. And the rotation, it's a full sin. We've got a full-on A-long hit. Nobody there to hold the contestant down. As a matter of fact, a little bit of time goes. Nobody's on site, and surely enough, Patron, he's going to be the lone wolf. Nobody here but him. And this bomb might be going out like the delayed effect here. He's going to get pushed, but he gets a flick on one. Yorza finally shuts him down, but that is not going to prevent this bomb from making its way.
The bomb has been planted.
All right, well, we will certainly see right now. Patron down in exchange for ammo. Bison almost counts his bullets a little bit too rough there, but ends up coming through with a 2-piece. And now Clayster find the plant, gonna find a kill on Bison, but Onur's here for the snipe. Arcane dropped by Zorky. It'll be a first round coming through for the side of Panic. I will say Pegasus had a good coordinated push up the A site. Did get that plant early on. But again, when it came down to the gun skill and the situational awareness, Panic just were able to capitalize pretty heavily. Again, Bison like pushed right through mid into the trailer, and there was a player in trailer that just didn't hear his footsteps. I mean, he was sprinting. There was no dead silence involved. He was hauling.
All right, well, they're hauling right now. No daddy needed for any of the action here on B. Zorky actually going to get some kind of indicator. The sound EQ, not necessarily as big as it is in Modern Warfare 2, but indicators are there. Bomb's going to get planted real quick. Flick trying to do the deed. Doesn't like to play. Yeah, even though Yorza... Oh, wait, Flick, you don't have the bomb. Ammo does. I didn't even see that. Yorza, one shot in the backside of the spawn. Storm going to take down Ammo. Bomb not planted just yet. And we had a player advantage just go to waste here. It's a minute 18 on the clock. Nobody able to stick this bomb plate. He's trying to get a little bit of an arm extension. Yorza getting the extensions there. Bison gets dropped from range. The player advantage right back on the right-hand side of our screen for Pegasus.
Yeah, unfortunately for Bison, he did lose his opponent there. Yorza kind of outplayed him on the rotation. And then when they did come back across with the Switchblade in hand for Bison, Switchblade, very, very strong weapon for up-close battles, but the CBR does capitalize a lot more in the range. You can see Yorza making use of that there as well, coming through behind, taking down Onur, and that's going to leave Storm left alone in a 1v3. Can't win the first one versus Arcane. Just like that, Pegasus tied things up.
There we go. All right, finally get on board there. One of these rounds pay off. I gotta say, the strats are certainly there. I love the deception. I love the delayed pushes. I love the mind games that you play. Time is certainly something that you can use as a weapon here in Search and Destroy right now. That one didn't come down to the timing. It came down to the gunnies and out of position. Here we go. It's a little bit of a buckle up. A-long sight patrol opens up. He's got the EM2, but Clayster No ponytail needed in those shots. He's crispy, the CBR, through the trailer site. And even though we got a little bit of an A hit coming through, it's still a little bit of a slowdown. Ammo right here trying to get a little bit of clearance. They're 3 stacking it here to the scene. And of course, inside of trailer, you already know who it is. Can we see Bison get the timing that's necessary as the trophy goes down? Bomb's about to get laid down along with it. Nur trying to chuck the nade, prevent anything from going down. The shot's going to come through here for Bison. He gets your bomb carrier. And that player advantage, yet again, disappearing.
All right, well, Onur definitely coming through with the team with some of the snipes. He's only got 2 on board, but they've been 2 big ones. Got the bomb planter in the first round and gets a early pick here in round 3. And now you see we've got bomb down, and it is confirmed. But what we don't have is the knowledge from Onur that Amo is right next to him. Sure, Amo is trying to listen for those players.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
my guy, look, the jig is up, homie. The jig is up. You've been spotted. You've been dropped. Bison trying to get some shots.
By the crossbow.
Yeah, that's so damn toxic, bro. My guy, like, look, streaks don't roll over. You didn't have a kill to begin with. You don't have a kill to begin with. My guy is just here to keep the dream alive. And, you know, just getting by, not going to cut it here in Search or Destroy. You got to win the gunnies. You got to be valuable to your team right now. Sitting on a donut. Let's see if he can get involved. As another hit towards the B side. Here we go. It's Zorky here to hold down the fort. Placer gonna get to cross. Why does he stop right there and takes the gunfight? Both of them in the wide open, lose full. I'm just a little confused at this moment, but nonetheless, trades come through. Ammo still not on board with the kill. The trades still in full effect. Yours are going to be able to get the player advantage, and on the bottom side of the hill is Bison. He's looking to get revenge.
He is looking to get revenge, and you know who else is looking to get revenge? Pegasus this round. They've got themselves a 1-for-2 trade in their favor.
Bison almost got dropped, bro.
They had a bomb plant as well, but man, Bison, you probably should have died there, homie. Oh my goodness. Ends up coming through with the Deagle kill. That's going to bring things to a 3-versus-3 verdict. Amo hadn't been able to find anything for the team yet, but picks up a kill here. It could be huge. Storm. Deagle in hand, going to come through with the kill on Arcane. Now Bison pushing the corner. Amo finds one before getting taken down. Now it's Flick, last alive. Got to deal with both Storm and Onur. Can't deal with Storm. And I think Storm found 3 Deagle kills that round.
He did. And no, Ammo did not find any kills, bro. Not a single one.
Oh, he got an assist on that one?
He got an assist on that one. That feels bad. That's tough.
Oh, no.
He is silent here 4 rounds in. Bomb's going to be defused, plenty of time to do so. Storm wreaking havoc. He didn't even need to bring out the big guns. He's got a Deagle, and that's big enough. Payoff round. Only 2 more left here on the attack. Maybe we'll flip sides, and maybe we'll see a different team emerge here in the flip side of things. Ammo finally getting on board as he takes down Patron. The headshots immaculate there as Storm's going to be able to get the trades. Man, as I said, I don't think he's... Is he just playing with Deagle right now? I don't think he even needs to snipe. There we go. It pulls... 2 players left standing inside the trailer, one on the outskirts, and Arcane. And this round might be chalked as well. Let's see if they can reel it back in, Dane.
They are going to try, but it is certainly going to be a difficult feat to pull together here. Oh my goodness. Arcane. Definitely looking to be the strongest member of this team. Had the best performance in the hardpoint. Looking for the 4-piece. Oh my goodness.
Arcane.
What a monster.
What a beast. What a nasty, nasty, dirty little quick flick shotting son of a gun. Arcane coming out of nowhere. I think it was Yorza who fried in the hardpoint. Well, Yorza's still kind of contributing here a lot too. He's got 5, but the 4-piece right there, Arcane waking up and raking them. Storm, though, able to open up with the first blood. Surely enough, he's going to dip right back in. He loves what he sees. Here's the nade shot. Going to force him out of comfort. Right around the corner he goes. Ammo finally there for the trade. Damage is done. 3 have dropped already for the price of 1. This one definitely chalked, right? We won't see this one reel back in. Arcane's still alive, so maybe not. I don't know. He got a 4-piece last round. Let's see what he can do here. Back shots. Tough.
I'm definitely watching him right now. Been the key player for this Pegasus team, but, well, he rounds the corner, ends up walking into some bullets. And that is going to be the end of our offense for the side of Pegasus. They will now get a chance to defend. Maybe this will be a little bit more their forte. Amo, slow start in the hard point, slow start in the search. Now up on 3 kills, definitely helping the team a little bit, but they need a little bit more consistency here. See some nice shots coming out of Arcane, but couldn't quite connect. Bison, get one on Flick. Storm, able to get one onto Yorzia. It's a 2 for none. Open. Bomb plant's going to come through, and Panic are in a great position to set up this defense.
Correct my mistakes here. Arcane actually was the one who was frying in the hard point, too. I think you made a point of that, and I just completely neglected it because I thought Yorza was a crack player. I think he started hot, but ended really cold. Storm, he is certainly getting a little fiery here towards the end of this one. Wallbang's not going to hit. Ammo trying to make the transition. Nowhere is safe. 15 seconds left to go. It's a 1v5. Arcane not able to get a shot on one. Bison there for the collection, and this one getting, just like the hard point, a lot out of hand in the second half, and certainly got one good clip on the right-hand side of our screen, but that has been just, I mean, you found 2 out of the 7 we've seen so far. It's not looking very promising day. Maybe we'll see that turn around here in this next round.
I do think it is largely unlikely. Again, I think Panic just have more experience at this level of competition, and it shows, right? I mean, that is ultimately what it's coming down to. You have a couple players on Pegasus that are certainly standing out, but if you watch the map in our next round, watch the rotations that Pegasus are making here, and you'll be able to see that it's just, there's not a lot of coordination when it comes to pushes. They're taking a lot of really weird 1v2 gunfights that they're losing out of, and I think that just chalks up to experience, right? Specifically experience at this level. Storm going to come through with the wallbang, finds 1, finds 2, but Yorzia here for 2 as well. Going to leave him in a 1v1 against Storm. It's 12v7. Storm going to come through with number 13 on the board. Like I said, Storm has been absolutely huge for this Panic lineup. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he continues to climb. I think it's been a while since we've really seen an explosive new talent in Europe. And I think Storm is just that guy right now.
I think he is. I think he's got to be a little bit more consistent for me to put my back behind it. Yeah, the seal of approval right there. Ammo gets a seal of something. It is certainly Onur finding their 6. So 2 down, no trades in sight. 3 players left standing on the right-hand side of our screen. This could be it. Make it 2. Zorky's dropped another. And Clayster gonna try and prevent this bomb from going down. Gets the body tag right there. The foot shot. And Flick needs to come through with a collapse there. Onur gonna be able to peek in and get another. Flick finally getting involved in the play. 4 players left standing on the left-hand side of your screen. And surely enough, this one over as we see it. 30 seconds left to go. Here comes the intrepid rotation. Where is he going to make the hit through? It's nowhere. Oh, God, Patron. I don't know how you lost that one, homie. One-shot Flick. Keeping the dream alive. Bison almost gets turned on yet again, chat, but the Holger, very much so a better weapon at range. Panic. They don't stress this one. No sweat needed. 7-2. Clean sweep Pegasus get dropped in their debut.
All right, well, definitely a solid performance coming out of the side of Panic, and hopefully the side of Pegasus will take an opportunity to head on over to the Mobile Mayhem GG YouTube and get some VOD review in for this matchup. They're new to the scene, and they're certainly not up against one of the top competitors right now, right? I'm not saying Panic are a weak team, but they are in that number 7 spot. They are, at least before this matchup, obviously, depending on how the 31ers match goes later, Panic were below the 31ers leading into today, not having a playoff spot locked in. So it's certainly not a top competitor that they were going up against. So this is one of their more equal competition times, and they can come through. I'm sure if your spectating was anything like mine based on how the game was going, I spent a lot of time spectating Panic. So maybe they can get an opportunity to come through, watch that mini-map, see where their rotations went wrong, and see where their opponents were able to capitalize and learn a little bit of a lesson from that.
We'll learn a little bit of a lesson now as Pegasus. Brutal injury for today. Hopefully we'll see them do that VOD review. Before we do anything moving forward, we're going to bring back one of the best in the business, ladies and gentlemen. Deanna talked to us. That one goes smooth for Panic. That's exactly what they needed. But Pegasus, I mean, I don't know if they showed signs of being a team that's strong enough to compete even against middle of the pack here in EU. They've definitely got their work cut out for them. Am I right?
Yes, you know, I'm just hoping they didn't got scared and they're gonna leave Mobile Mayhem. You know, that's the only thing I'm hoping right now, because you know it was like brutal, right? I did not recognize most of the players in the team, so I was thinking, you know, before that Panic's gonna come and you know they're gonna win, and that is something that actually happened, right? Talking about the Hardpoint, and I was spectating a lot Pegasus, but there was not much to spectate of them. Usually I would see just the receiving end of dying, right, on the side of Pegasus. The only player who actually performed good, I'm not sure if he was on positive though, but it was Arcane, who had 33 kills, I think. He was the only one who was having more than 30 kills, right? And I saw him, you know, going around the point and trying to hold them as much as they could, but his teammates could not really help them. I think they were all below 20 kills. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think, well, where do you think that Pegasus could improve? You know, because they had the chance to go against Panic in Mobile Mayhem, so maybe it's an opportunity for them to actually win, learn something out of this, you know, matchup. As you said, you can go on YouTube and check the VODs, guys, because it will help. But Verdict, what do you think they can improve after this matchup, this Hardpoint game, actually, against Panic?
You know what, to say anything about an improvement in Hardpoint, maybe not play big maps like Takeoff. The rotations look lackluster. The gun skill certainly not quite there on that map in particular. If that one makes it through the cut, maybe we try to trim the fat and figure out what a better map would be for the Hardpoint, because we get into the money hills and they were just completely absent.
Yeah, big issue, and also the gunfights. But that's, you know, transition to the Hardpoint, where the same player who performed good in Hardpoint, right, transitioning to S&D, he was doing good, right? It was Arcane again. He was the only one who was, like, not really the only one, he stood out, you know. I did saw him, I think he had a triple kill at some point. So yeah, definitely he was a key player, and hopefully we're gonna see him in the next broadcast, right? There's his team gonna be able to keep up with him. But talking about the S&D, sorry, right? They actually did good, right? The first round was good, right? They had a good try. Panic was there. They adapted. They got the win, right? But then somehow they came and got the second round. Now, obviously, it was very, very hard, and I did saw some body shoots too, right? But as I said, it was just one player and maybe Yorza, Arcane and Yorza, who were trying to keep together, right? But the rest of the team was quite, you know, struggling. So hopefully in the future we're gonna see more of them. But overall, guys, this was our first matchup. If you missed it, don't forget to go on the YouTube and check the VOD later. But we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, Grilla and COD Mobile, and we're gonna be back.
Storm Patron drop Bison in the feed. Bison back on it. He's got 18, not going to be able to be good for the 19th. And finally, a little bit of hill time on the backs of ammo. He's the last player on the hill. He's got to stay alive for the next 15 seconds.
Hi guys, and welcome back. Obviously, we did had a short break. I don't even know if we can call it as a break, right? But we are here because the teams are just joining on point. Right, they were like so fast. Both Exclusive and also Kings joined in a second, right? They got the room code. They were already in the lobby, so that's very impressive, right? I like to see this. But we are here for the second matchup of tonight. That's gonna be Kings versus Exclusive. If you missed the beginning of the stream, we did had a forfeit. We already had Panic versus Pegasus playing, and right now we have Kings versus Exclusive. And this matchup is looking actually very interesting, and I'm actually looking forward to see it. But before that, guys, any predictions? Who team's gonna win? Which team gonna win?
The good team.
Oh, okay. Which one is that? You need to choose.
Listen. Kings are number one in the standing.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anybody that could argue at this point in time that Kings are the best team. I know leading up in the previous weeks, we were saying it's kind of a toss-up with Animus, right? Well, Animus had some roster changes of their own that we need to see more of before we can say that they're still competing with the likes of Kings. So I need them to prove it. I'm not saying they're not as good as Kings. I just need them to bring their A game and prove it. You look at the lineup of Exclusive, I think this is a team that has the potential to compete with Kings, but I think you guys know me, right? My biggest thing when it comes to close matchups is consistency. And I think Kings have that over Exclusive tenfold.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that, I'll just tag along on it, I agree completely. Kings just, extremely increasing their arsenal as far as talent goes. You pick up Marvel in the offseason from last season to this season, that was huge. And then on top of that, you pick Grizz back up. You're not only tearing the roster apart in Animus, but you're also making your stats look a lot beefier and your stock look like it might be worth investing in for the long run.
Definitely, it's very stocked, and I actually agree with what they said, right? I actually mentioned it like last week. I wish to see more of Animus because, we had them play last week, I think, but it was a 2-0 very fast. I wish we would have the chance to see them more, right, playing against teams, but we didn't because today it was a forfeit. But I think like it would not do such a big difference. When I'm talking about seeing more Animus, I'm talking about seeing more Animus playing against teams like 117, against teams like Exclusive, against teams like, even Kings, right, to actually see where the roster is staying, right? Because with all the respect, playing against Icemont would be, not as difficult, as playing against 117 Not Found. And I feel like until we will start seeing this type of games, 117 Not Found, or maybe, Exclusive, I think I cannot, really place Animus in like the first or the second position in EU right now. But
fair. That's a fair assessment. I think that's very fair.
Yes, because we see teams like Pegasus, we see teams like Icemont that are good, but I feel like top 3, top 4 teams are it's like such a big skill gap between 4th and maybe 5th, and even with the points, you can clearly see. And with all the respect,
the skill drop goes from 1 to we don't know where Animus is right now. They're certainly their core up there as a very, very close number 2. But they could be anywhere in that margin between. They're certainly better than 3, and that's where the skill gap gets. 3 and 4, probably right there, but it's still significantly a huge drop off from there. And then 5 and 6, I mean, it's so dropped off. There's really no need to even worth mentioning them other than for standings wise.
Exactly. I actually agree. I actually agree with what you said, but we can actually come back after this matchup to see how the standing gonna look like, right? But in the meantime, can you go over the maps? Because I think this is gonna be very fun, especially right now.
All right. Well, I look at this lineup and I immediately see a win. Okay. I see raid control in our future. if we make it there is another question, but anything to prove Deanna wrong. A big win, though, S&D Express. I'm certainly excited to see that. We've got a hard point on Arsenal starting things off. Why I went in reverse order, couldn't tell you guys. I'm going to be honest with you.
Sometimes you got to switch things up, Dave. You know, we're used to seeing the norm, right? We're used to hearing the norm. We're used to experiencing it. Why not change things up? Why not switch it up? I like the way you did that. You know, not necessarily for everyone, but for today, I kind of enjoyed it, right?
It was a good addition to this map selection because it's pretty good. I don't mind. Look, I don't mind Raid in this lineup because we have Arsenal. I finally get the chance to see you guys cast Arsenal. We have Express again. I have the chance to see you guys cast again Arsenal's Express, right? So I'm actually very, very happy now. If we're gonna get to Raid, hopefully not, but hopefully yes, because I want to see a third game. But that's all from me. I'm gonna be back after this second matchup, and we're gonna talk more. Bye.
All right, Deanna, it'd be criminal not to see that game 3, but it'd also be very, very much so an upset. I was talking to the coach, or what are the coaches? I don't know if he, takes his claim as the coach, but King's coach as far as Mobile Mayhem concerns, and he's very invested into it. That's Zim. He says they're trolling if they lose a single game this entire season. Why? Just the way that the map pool selections are being presented. If Kings don't win all the way through to the playoffs without dropping a single map, it's troll. They own, they dominate, they have easily one of the best map selections processes. This one, though, it's going to be a toss-up. I haven't seen too much of it. I've only casted it one time. I was with Bobby on Thursday. Arsenal recently added to the map pool selection for Call of Duty Mobile competitive play. It's huge. The spawns, they're very unforgiving when you get into the later portions of the games. 4 and 5 kind of look crazy, but we're going to have to see how they work through them.
Well, we will certainly see. I think we are all readied up and ready to get on into the mix, and I'm certainly excited to see this one. I think at Exclusive's best and at King's underperforming, we have opportunity to see a game 3. And Zim has not only given us permission, but has actually encouraged us to roast the hell out of this team if they drop a single game. So I'm excited for it. We're here. It's Apocalypse. It's huge. Can't even see the map, as often happens with a lot of the new maps.
Yeah.
But for your information, Verdict, if you do need to open the mini-map at all, you can click in the normal spot, and it does open.
Yeah, I got it on my iPad. I told Bobby this neat little hack. So I've got my iPad running as a secondary, a backup, right? And I can't see the map on the left-hand side of my screen, but if I hold it just on my iPad, I can literally see the whole entire thing. I don't necessarily have to see the gameplay on that one. Right now, you don't necessarily have to see the gameplay here. This is a full-on sprint. Everybody is winded here to get to P1. And surely enough, it is just for scraps now. 19 seconds left to go. This one already making rotations and invitations and anything accepted here as we see the King Grizz make his way through the vents. That is certainly one of these map unique features. I'd love to see it now as we look to make the rotations over the new. We'll already see on the bottom left-hand side of that mini-map a series of blue, and that's Exclusive trying to get the early advantage.
Well, they're trying, and right now, Spy able to take down Yaya is kind of big for the team. You can see Exclusive. They're in a little bit of a position here, locking down this hill. They've got a little bit of ground to recover, and Champy doing a great job in doing so, but here comes Marvel to come through and shut things down along with Raid. Just like that, it's King back on the hill. Faint's able to find one, but the trades are quickly coming through, and when a new map does come to the map pool, it is going to be your top competitors that show you and teach everybody how it is played, and I think Kings are doing an absolutely phenomenal job of doing such right now.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think the biggest kill that came through that determined the outcome of this hill, Marvel with the collapse. He takes down Champy, that backside spawn, lockdown for the team. And now it's a long, long rotation of Exclusive. Buckling up and having to settle for Nuke. Riz, God, man, he's already there. And look at that, 3 players already on the objective for new. They've got the backsides cut down in half. And Champy's going to have to make the hit through the front. Fate's able to find one now as entry coming through. It's a little bit of a split decision, but the numbers certainly prevailing here for the side of Kings. Let's see who can win the trades.
All right, well, Kings extended their lead, now sitting almost 60 points above their opponents. And 2 of the operators we do have in the mix is both of these teams bringing the War Machine into play. And we've seen some players bring the Death Machine in, and I certainly think this is a map that does not justify Death Machine use. Does look like we have one War Machine popped as Kings continue to try to extend everything they've got. Champy able to get Marvel. Faints able to get the kill onto Spy, but Spy able to take Champy down on his way out. Now see that we are trying so hard on the side of Exclusive to make this break, but the gun skill is stronger on the side of Kings. The rotations are more flush and thought out, seemingly.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not the gun skill, it's the overall map awareness, it's the map control. You know, gun skill is certainly a big majority, but you can't overlook the kills that come through. Right now, it's a solid setup, it seems. But 2 Predators looking to pick it apart. Grizz also trying to get involved as well. Here comes the operators out in the fountain. This is a time for the side of Exclusive to finally get into the mix and swing of things. 40 seconds left to profit off of. They got complete map control here. As you can see, they've got a solid line of defense through the front, mid, and back, both sides. The lockdown is going to prevail for the time being. Yaya is on his ish, man, but it is the Kings who strike yet again. If not with the time for themselves, is for a contest. And surely enough, 10 seconds go to the spoil. Just on the backs of one player putting their foot on the objective.
All right, well, I think now more than ever is a great time, Verdict, to go ahead for a listen-in with Kings, because they are absolutely dominating this matchup right now.
Yeah, I'm
Dead.
Nice. Yeah. Shot. They got him shot.
I'm gonna hold. I got you.
One coming hedges, one coming
I
hedges.
got him. He's one shot.
I got it.
He's one tap. He's on you. You can come back. I'm modding that.
You gonna make
vent? I'm gonna watch vent.
Short.
Don't pick it. Yeah, no, don't.
I'm watching your vent.
Con.
I'm seeing one vent.
Yeah, one shot.
Fury, pushing side, Fury on side.
He's pushing on side. Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, we
It's okay, boys. It's okay.
There's 3 on point.
One dead, Fury dead.
He's in
one shot.
No one shot, just clear. Let's get it.
Get time.
Nailed on side.
Come on. Get. He's pushing top. He's pushing top edges.
Nobody hedges.
On top, on Grizz.
Lobby.
Bro, hold that, bro.
Nice, great.
Keep coffee. There's 2 con side.
I'm pushing vent.
There's one more left con. Yeah.
I'm lobby.
Okay, I'm in the vent. I'm pushing P1.
He's going top window.
He's P1 He's P1 from lobby.
Palms are certainly poetic there on the right-hand side of your screen. Kings giving it to them tenfold. Right now, they got a 100-point advantage. Deal able to sneak his way in. Stay alive on the objective, and the turnaround starting to make it come through, but you got to have more than one player on the objective. This map is absolutely massive. There's so many lanes to cover. And so far, Kings have done great. The listen and the pass, I mean, everything passes. From the small talk to the banter back and forth, everything that's needed to get the job done has been presented, very well and executed to a T by the side of Kings.
Well, we can talk about how big the map is, but I think if we're going to talk about that, we really need to talk about what the implications of that are and how strong of a map Arsenal actually is for COD Mobile, where we're in a 5 versus 5, where the extra lanes in these passages actually promote a strong team play, right? I mean, this is one of the few maps that is really oriented around having that 5th player on both sides. I know a lot of the players hate it, but I think for a competitive aspect, this is one of the best maps that we have as an addition to Hardpoint. So, Kings, a team that has, since this roster has come together, proven to us that they can work very, very well as a team. I fully expect them to dominate all of their opponents on this map moving forward. So they're doing great right now. You can see the rotations being made. You can see the time and effort that they have put into learning and really perfecting this matchup. And I mean, look at the operators we have stacked for the side of exclusive right now. They can't even live long enough right now to find a comfortable moment to pop some of your game changers here.
Yeah, I mean, King's just really giving it to him right now. It's a good little break back onto the hill. It's time needed. 10 seconds left for grabs. You need every bit of this and the rotations over to New. We'll take a look at the mini-map. Only one player there, and Yaya trying to make the rotation through. He's going to get out. Spy there. Neil for the trade, though. And the early time is not going to go in favor of the side of Kings, but they have got the perfect setup. Look at that spawn protection on the backside. You got 2 players, make it 3. They've got the lockdown. They've got the ops as well. And Kings looking to put this one away. Could very well do it here in this P3 rotation. It is going to be a little bit of a spoil, though, as one player not able to hold the hill for the time being. Yaya is going to be able to pop the claw, and there's not going to be that much devastation. It's right back onto the objective. They've got the backside spawns. This one is locked down regardless of a little bit of a contest time going in your favor. You can win a few gunfights, but you can't win that backside spawn that is so heavily coveted.
All right, only 40 points to go for the side of Kings right now. Exclusive doing everything they can to try to make a break happen, to try to not only get themselves some points, but truthfully just to stop their opponents from getting points, right? Now, Spy on the chase, gonna pick up that kill onto Champy. King's feed continues to roll on through, and as we pop open the scoreboard here, you can quickly see how many more kills we have for the side of Kings. Our bottom frag on the side of Kings is Inferno, of all people, right now, sitting on 25, and top frag for the side of exclusive is Champy, sitting on 22. So massive difference in the kills that has allowed Kings to have a large amount of map control, and as a result you see the time on their side: 126 on Marvel, 87 on Raid, 110 on Grizz, 155 on Spy, and a minute for Inferno. You have every single player on the team with over a minute on the hill. Nutty.
What'd you say earlier? I think you hit it on the head. It's promoting that team play. I don't think we had one map like that since. And it was, in my opinion, more of that Hacienda kind of play. But that map, nowhere near the size of this monster. This is colossal. These hills are huge. The map itself is huge. The rotations, one early on in this one. Kings not only bringing their A+ gun skill to the table, but that map awareness, those spawns being bunkered down, everything to a T. And that is about as great as you're going to see it here in EU. I don't think it gets any better. I don't think we're going to see this one for a while either. If you're playing against Kings, you are damn sure banning Arsenal off the rip. 250 to 136. They took this one an extra step further. And everything just collectively great. Even look at the score lines. You got a minute plus on the hill for everyone with the exception of Raid and Inferno. But everybody's sitting in that 30+ zone. 30 and
hold on. They had over a minute on the objective.
Yeah, well, the contest time is there. Yeah.
I mean, these guys were putting mad work into stacking the hill and to guarding those angles that your opponents can invade from. So excellent work out of Kings. We did get 136 on the board for exclusive, but honestly, I feel like a lot of that is just flat out because, you know, Kings sacrificed some late points so that they could get to the next hill and get a 40 hold. So absolutely huge performance out of Kings. I think they played this map to an absolute T. As we mentioned, it is absolutely huge, but it does promote strong team play, and we witnessed that from start to finish out of the side of Kings.
No, yeah, and then even the late game corrections. You saw the early rotation from P3, that jet statue, over to P4, where the artillery guns are at, the big guns, right? That was the biggest hill that we saw exclusive put up early on. That kind of put them back into the mix of things, and then they get the break there in P5 as well, right inside of the meeting room. You know, we didn't even get to a second P5. That's how early mistakes are being corrected in real time by the Kings. They get the lockdown there early on. They sacrifice, as you just mentioned, that little bit of trickle time to get those full 40s off of a hill like artillery. the biggest area of weakness rolling into that second set of hills, and they were flawless towards the end. So the ops were perfectly executed. They did a great job of getting those transitions early on, and those spawns were never a question. P3 locked down to a T both times around. P4, I mean, it's a scramble to begin with. There's so many different things we can say about that map. Finally getting to see a phenomenal team play it here in EU just shows how much potential it has and how much the skill gap when you're making early adaptations to a map like that is. And Kings, man, they absolutely put in the work.
All right, well, that's going to be it, obviously, for our Hardpoint, and we're getting ready to move into Search and Destroy. And Verdict, this is an opportunity where players like Faints and Neil could possibly be a little bit of a game changer. If we were going to get a game 3, I kind of talked a little bit earlier about Exclusive at their best can beat Kings when they're not at their best. I am specifically talking about Search and Destroy. So this is our opportunity. If we were going to get a game 3, my opinion would have been that it would be on the Search and Destroy. And on a map like Express, where it's a very, very even matchup, you've got a almost direct mirror with just ever so slightly offset bombs towards the defensive side. The defense has that very minuscule advantage, as the defense should, but the offense certainly has opportunities to make it happen as well. So very, very balanced match. And teams where if Exclusive show up in a big way, I think is an actually very balanced matchup as well.
I think I absolutely agree with you, right? I think we're good to start up now, as we are going to go ahead and do it Exclusive. Going to be on the defense for the first 6 rounds. Let's see if they can make something happen, Dave. They're going to have to do something here, because that one in the Hardpoint, not even close, not even statistically, not even proportionally. The map was huge. They never had control of it. They're gonna have to slow things down here in the Search and Destroy. Let's see what we can do now, as we see A side hit coming through for everybody on, or B side hit everybody for the defense, but no one's home. You're gonna have one on B. Exclusive have Yaya in a prime position, but this one certainly about to get overwhelmed. Spy opens up with the first blood. Yaya trying to get away for his life. And surely enough, that A pressure now starting to come through. Bomb still in the spawn site, though. We'll see this one progress.
All right, well, I'm going to be on board with Neil here, one of the snipers for the side of Exclusive. And, you know, all the way back, looking at Masters of, 2021, Neil was a absolutely incredible player for that XOXO roster. Made a huge name for himself there, and has been on the ups ever since. So big opportunities for him. He's got 2 on the board. Make it 3 and Exclusive. Like I said, if the sniper performance comes through strong for the side of Exclusive, they have a chance here in the Search and Destroy. And let me tell you, Neil has been absolutely incredible. Came through with 4 kills on the board to start that one off, Verdict. Listen,
hey,
I don't want to say I made a great prediction there, but being on board with Neil from the start, flawless.
Flawless. Surely enough, they're going to have full contribution from the whole team moving forward. Another A-side hit for the attacking side. They send one over for the defense to reciprocate. Raid shuts him down. There it goes. A quick A hit. Looks like it might be coming through. And on top of that, he got Inferno just holding the choke points on the backside of spawn. Setup is here. Bomb, though, not going down. Neil causing devastation from the backside of the rails. Grizz jumping right into the sights. Raid trying to close this one out. Does get the bomb plant down. Marvel going to be tagged up as well. The hit does come through. Laid down. The bomb is 35 seconds here for the retake. It's just a 1v3, and lo and behold, it's Neil. Can he reel it back in for the squad? The intel going to come through as that nade shot does force him in. Marvel holding the line of sight on the middle of the train at the end of the rail. And surely enough, we are tied right back up. Neil try to do everything for the team, but at some point, Exclusive, got to be all hands on deck. Champion, Yaya, Faints. Creed, I know you got one, but I'm going to need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Neil put up a great performance in that first round, was able to find 2 in the second round as well, but just a little bit too much coordination out of the Kings made it difficult. And man, Inferno, LK in hand, get a laser beam at Creed and Neil there. And I think that takes a huge bit of your possible success away from the side of Exclusive. Now you've got Grizz coming through with the kill on Champy as well. Yaya able to find 1 on Spy, but we're still looking at a 2 versus 4. Going to be very, very difficult to overcome. The bomb plant as well coming through is now going to set the timer against Exclusive, but Feints is able to find 1 on Inferno. Can they make the 2v3 now happen? We've got 35 seconds to work with, 3 kills and a defuse to get, Verdict.
Oh, Grizz right there in the middle of the map. He's got a godsend. Marvel, though, he's got the top side control. Yaya able to shut him down. 1v3 here for the clutch. 20 seconds left to go. They got to roll. Grizz on the inside of the control room. Ray going to get the intel. He's on the tracks. Let's see the collapse come through. The pinch maybe a factor. Yaya already letting him have it. Grizz going to finish his kill there, and that's 4 in the feed for him. Well, 4 on the round, not necessarily the round, but 4 in total for the man. He's crazy, but he is not leading the pack. I think this one, as you mentioned it earlier, the LK holding that backside angle. You're trying to get the pinch from the flank. Lockdown Inferno did God's work. Picked up 2 off the back. And surely Exclusive bounce back after this one. They've got only the middle of the map to control for the time being, with Inferno kind of being a pest on the backside. The hit towards this mid-map as well. And buckle up, here we go. It's a B-side hit for the early rotation. Grizz the only one here in Narnia by himself. We'll see if he can get a collapse there promptly, or is his timing going to be coming to an end? Yaya spotting him. And there goes the first blood. Grizz just certainly better. Feints, though. He's got 2 in return.
Oh, nice shot from Neil there. And Champy able to help him get the follow-up onto Marvel. All tied up. Exclusive bring it back 2-2. Now have 2 more rounds of the King offense. But like we said, there is a ever so slight advantage to the defense. You can look at the minimap on the lower left-hand side of your screen, guys. You can see that we are almost direct mirror with ever so slightly offset bombs. So not a huge advantage at all. But oh my goodness, Exclusive. 3 for 2, but Grizz able to get 1 onto Champy there. Bring it down to a 2v2. Grizz now taking quite a bit of damage, but he's able to exchange out a little bit more. Takes down fight. Yeah, I mean, no reason to win that, but does anyway.
Okay, there we go. Tag team shots. There's no way you guys let Yaya 1v2 you. And Johnny Boy certainly not going to get the spot here. Advantage right back on the right-hand side of the screen. I switched off Grizz because I didn't think he was going to win it. I was trying to see where Marvel was in the equation because there was 2 players left. Standing on both sides is surely Marvel trying to get into the equation, just not any position to do so. And finally, the last shots come through. The MW11 prevails, and over towards the A site we go. Creed able to get right through the seams, but Grizz shut down as Creed able to find the 2-piece. Spy able to finally put in the damage to take him down, but it's 2 for 2s coming through. Bomb still in the hands of Spy. He is on an island by himself. Champy feasting in the spawn site. Where is Inferno at? He knows he's lurking somewhere. The turn and burn. Not going to happen. Inferno sends him to oblivion. Spy going to be able to find another, and body shots coming through. This one certainly personal.
Neil had a hot first round and has kind of found a kill here and there since. I mean, it was first round 4, second round 2, right? And they lost that round. So only found really 1 other than that. And now you're at a 1v2. You're up against Spy and Inferno, some of the most dangerous names that Europe has to offer. And you've now got to find the 1v2 and a defuse in 30 seconds. That rotation starting to come through here. He does have the Locust. I don't know if he's picked up an actual secondary yet or if we're rocking the Deeg, but I'll have to see. 20 seconds to go. The hop-up is here, and, well, Inferno's waiting. And that's a little unfortunate for Neil there, but, I mean, again, Kings, they know what they're doing. I mean, this is a team that puts that effort in to practicing, and it shows. I mean, not only are they putting that effort into practicing, but you can see where they learn. I mean, mistakes we've seen them make in the past, they often correct for their next matchup, and you know, they become just a more and more potent team as time goes on.
Okay, here comes the hit. This one over. Grizz letting them have it. Here comes the push. All the way in. We might have been arriving here early, but this one departed very, very quickly. 5-2 that round. Not even able to develop, as we see the first round on the attacking side. Exclusive get a flip and get absolutely canned along with it. Let's see if they can bounce back now as we buckle up. It's an A side hit B. Certainly not the smoke you want. Grizz running rampant in this one. He's got 12. He's already in the spawn site. He is certainly gassing this team up. Let's see if he can find anything on the collapse. Nobody holding here for the rear. And certainly he's already got eyes on feints. It's not exclusive eyes, though. You got to be a little less tunnel vision. As Creed is certainly up top. First blood comes through. It's Spy. Inside the control room he's going. He is running rampant. I don't think he's stopped. I think he's got auto sprint on, chat. Grizz doing everything he can to get these kills. Neil, not a last one alive day. It's for the ace. It's for the push. It's for the round. It's not happening. We are on match point.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Neil there, I was watching Grizz, and I was like, oh, Grizz is about to drop down on him and get this kill. Didn't happen, but Neil also couldn't find Grizz. As a result, Grizz comes through with a 2-piece. By the time Neil does find that extra kill, you're looking at a 1v4 at that point, and just didn't matter from there. So now, here we are. It is round 9, and it is match point in favor of Kings right now. But Exclusive open up with a 1 for 2, but Grizz, I mean, what a monster Grizz has been this game. 15 kills on the board. The next closest in the lobby is 8 on Neil, and then it goes down to 6.
You
take the next 2 top frags in the game, and
they don't have as much as what Grizz,
kills.
yeah. Well, here goes. Someone's doing their homework. It is Creed. He's all alone. He can't get the shots in. Marvel finds the first. Inferno with the second. And this one, they've predicted it. It's a flawless season so far. They have yet been challenged. 7-2 victory here and a clean sweep. Kings remaining on top. Nobody in sight below. And certainly a great way to end their day as they continue to be the best team in all of EU. We'll take a look at the post-action report. This one, as Dave mentioned it, I mean, you take the next 2 top frags, they don't come close. Well, actually, Inferno does pick up his 7, and you add that to Neil with 8, that's 15. They get exactly what one man did on this map. And Grizz just causing so much damn devastation. I don't even know what to put into words, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was utter domination by Grizz and Kings as a whole. Like we said, it really would have taken the best that Exclusive have to offer against Kings, who are having an off day, to have a chance there. And let me tell you, Grizz was not having an off day. So big game coming through for Kings there. That's of course going to extend them up 20 more points in the leaderboard. And unfortunately for Exclusive, they're going to go home empty-handed, unable to find a match or a game in this match. And that is going to be the end of our second match of the day. And I want to hear what Deanna back at the desk has to say about that one, because as far as I'm concerned, I could sit here and talk hype about Kings all day long.
Hi.
Yeah, you're
no.
back. Well, we're back at the
okay.
desk.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
I'm back. Hi guys. I missed you. I really thought we're gonna have a third game. Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
I really thought we're gonna have a third game.
If you blinked, you missed that series. That one was quick.
Decently, at least it was very, very quick. Like, I was like checking my phone at some point and it was like 5-2 and I was like, wait, what? Already? Nah. But overall, I'm happy I managed to see finally Arsenal is such a huge map. Damn! Like, I was very scared because, like, I remember, like, actually, you said, you told me earlier that the map is, like, bugged or something. I was like, nah, what could be bugged? And then I go into the game and I'm like, oh, damn, the map is actually bugged. It's very big. But yeah, definitely it was such a good hardpoint, right? It wasn't not even that close as I was expecting, right? We had the trades, the gun fights, we have the rotations, we also had the trades on the side of Kings. Like, they were doing everything, they were getting the rotations, the transitions were very good on their side. Obviously, for me, seeing the first time Arsenal, I was like, you know, so impressed by them playing it this good. And Next time when I'm gonna see a team playing on Arsenal, I'm gonna definitely think about Kings because they were dominating this map, right? I feel like it was the best performers any team could do on that map. It's the first time I see it though, and I'm very impressed. So yeah, definitely it was on their side. Even if they had like I think a late P3, they managed to dominate it as well in the first set of rotations and the second one too. And they actually managed to win, right? The KDs were good. I think 3 out of 5 players were having more than 1 minute on the OBJ. Spy had like 2 minutes, right? He also had 30 plus kills, so definitely good performance from them. And then the S&D, it was very, very fast, right? Going into the S&D, even if Neil was trying to do his best, he had the first 2 rounds, I think, so many kills. He picked up 6 or 7, right? I did saw him getting 2 kills in 2 different rounds with grenades, right? It was cool to watch him, but it couldn't stand against Grease, who finished with 15 kills, the S&D. So yeah, overall, it was a good hardpoint. Need to rewatch if you didn't catch it from the beginning. Go on the YouTube channel and you're gonna see it. It's pinned in Verdict's chat. But definitely that Arsenal, I'm gonna go and rewatch it too because I need to learn some from you guys, obviously from the casting. And the S&D was very, very fast. But yeah, overall, this is our 3rd game, right, of tonight. Right, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, COD, and we're gonna be back. And welcome back. Obviously, we are back. We did have a short break because, again, the teams just joined very, very fast in the room, right? And we are here for the last game of tonight. That's gonna be Woman 7 Not Found versus 31ers. And, you know, Verdict, I did saw you. You were, like, giving subs. Can I get a sub, too? No?
Literally, Inferno and Spy asked, and all I had was 2. And...
Okay.
I had to give it to the first people that asked. Grizz was the 3rd, so you would be the 4th. If I get 2 more, I got Grizz first, and I got you next.
Okay, perfect, okay. But don't forget, okay, don't forget. No, I'm joking. I think I have like 2 more months up.
Damn, you got Verdict pass on yeah, good shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I keep winning your treasure boxes. What can I say? I'm a lucky person. But yeah, but I hope this team's gonna be lucky as well in this matchup because we have some boring maps. So, Verdict, do you wanna go over the maps, please?
Oh yeah, we could definitely run through that. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's see what we got. Back to comfort and safety. Nothing outside of the norm here. It's takeoff, it's firing range, it's raid. 3 of the classical maps that we've seen be inserted into the competitive play. Nothing outside of the comfort zone. And Apocalypse, which we've seen 31ers play, they look pretty decent on it. But I think they want to test their lucks in the waters for some takeoff. I'm taking a look at the map selections. Who banned Apocalypse, you might say? It was 31ers. So they're trying to increase that map pool selection. And a great map to do it on is a map that we've seen them play several times before.
Oh. Damn, yeah, I actually remember about 31ers playing. Yeah, it was actually very good. I remember General Gore making me to take a video with him playing with Annihilator, and then he remembered that, oh, he has the VOD. So yeah, it was very, very fun. But definitely they played good. I'm actually looking forward to see more Arsenal in the next couple of broadcasts. Hopefully other teams gonna choose too. So, do you have any predictions, Day?
I have a prediction that we'll see some COD Mobile be played in a minute.
That's a good. Hey, look, it's EU. Anything's liable to happen, Day.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to make a real guess,
okay,
I have to lean on 117. But the ultimate reality in that is 117 very inconsistent. So maybe an opportunity for 31ers to snag something away. But if I had to make a prediction, it's probably 117 and 2, if not 117 and.
Okay.
Thoughts, opinions?
I think I have to agree. I think 117 have not been very consistent recently, but I think they've been way more consistent than the 31ers. 31ers have like their stock has gone down so much recently. You could seriously buy all of it in just one purchase and kind of ride it out, and I can guarantee you it's not going to increase anytime soon. So you'll be buying some losing stock at this point, especially against a team like 117.
Yes.
So
got some penny stocks.
There we got some penny stocks. You know what those look like, bro. Pie John coming through with the gifted tier 2 on for Grizz as well. Big shout out to them.
I don't know how that looks like, so fill me in, please.
The blue sheets, man. You know, we're selling trash to garbage men. You gotta watch Wolf of Wall Street. It is certainly one of those, one of those movies that will certainly change your life for the better.
Okay. Oh,
you haven't watched Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh yeah, I watched it actually.
I
watched it for a philosophy class that I took in high school. So.
But did you enjoy it though?
It was nice.
I mean, it was very provocative, a lot of nudity, but around all that, I think it's a great movie.
I don't remember that part, but okay.
Whoa! You don't remember you didn't watch Wolf of Wall Street?
Yes, I watched it, but it was like what 6 years ago.
It is a lot of graphic content.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't remember that much about it then.
You must have closed your eyes for it because that was pretty much half the damn movie. Oh my god. Oh man, if I talk coming through with another tier 2 gifted sub, let's go.
I wanted to say that we do have Sace playing for 117 Not Found. I think it's the first time we see him play, so I'm looking forward to see this matchup. But I'm gonna let it to it, and I'm gonna be back after this one to close it up. So have fun. Bye bye.
All right, Deanna, take this time now. Go look up Wolf of Wall Street. Watch it in your off time. It is very, very provocative. I don't know what your philosophy class had, but if it was, you know, the cut version, you got robbed. You got to watch the unedited version of it. I get it, it's graphic, it's very much so not needed, but to catch the full context of the movie, I think you really need to watch it from beginning to end and see that the content. I think the movie is certainly valuable. I don't know if you can get the lessons out of it with it being edited, but hey, this one is certainly not about to be edited. We're about to get a full serving of some 117 and 31ers. We already made our predictions today. We sticking to them. We're going with 117. That's the bet.
Wait, what was the last part you said?
We're still rolling with 117, right? That's not changing anytime soon, right?
Is that a real question?
No, it's not. That's one of those what you would call rhetorical.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was indeed wondering, but yeah, I'm still rocking with 117 for sure. And you know, unless the 31ers just have a breakout performance here today, I don't see that changing at all. And it looks like our players are ready. And we're loading on into the game. It's going to be a Hardpoint takeoff to start things off. A map that is a ugly reskin of a beautiful map stadium.
God, that map was a beautiful one, but it was definitely not the best played one.
I actually think it's really good for the competitive scene. I just hate playing it.
What? You talking about Stadium back in Black Ops 2?
No, I'm talking about
takeoff and
I'm
stuff.
talking about takeoff now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it's good for the scene too. It gives the team some comfort here in knowing some of the map rotations, some of the ones that they don't want to see in there. We haven't seen a lot of Aussie, and we haven't seen very much Arsenal. It just added in, but right now the vantage points here in the top side. Control Karma has got red locked down to a T. Killian spawns right behind the globes, and surely enough, we'll see the contest come through at a little bit of a break. Aether is going to get absolutely destroyed there by Karma, but on the back end of things, 31ers trying to get onto the hill and stay alive. Their dream so far has been a very, very tough one.
All right, well, a 20-plus point lead for the side of 117 off the start, and I gotta say, that's a bad sign for the side of the 31ers. It is very difficult on takeoff to get a good P1 hold and really rack up a substantial amount of points, and here we are with 117 with over half of the available time already captured, and looks like they're getting pretty much all of that trickle time as well. And now on the rotation over to P2, you can see as well as I can, chat, that this feed is all blue. It's all 117. Haven't seen a yellow kill in quite a while. Finally, Nutella able to come through with one. There's Zed and Gore as well.
Hello.
This is enough to make the break.
Yeah, talking about Caster Curse, it does exist, chat. This one brought to you by Day. We'll see if it can continue to thrive now as we finally see a little bit of kills in yellow in the feed. A little bit of time in yellow going their way too. 20 seconds down. Not quite to the 20-second marker though. The contest, Team Blue swarming in. Sea of passion here for the shots. Is that gonna get dropped yet again? Karma finally gets his reign of terror ended, and Sir Satters now. He's gonna start his tyrant raid. He's got 7 on board. And the contest to go a long way. 20 seconds left to go. No one really profiting off of this one. Finally, we're gonna see some time be collected. No, it is going to be another contest back and forth we go.
All right, only a couple points separate these teams at this point. What was a great P1 for the side of 117 resulted in a very lackluster P2, and now we're rotating over to P3, the Hardpoint. Getting it ready to open up, only a couple seconds away. You can see that we're already a couple players deep stacking the hill for 117, as well as for 117. We do have some operators available here as well. You guys on your screen may see that we have a kill streak available for Karma. However, he is opting to play with the shield turret, going the strategy of lower kill streaks so that you have the opportunity to loot them instead of possibly going for a high-end streak. But you know what? Caesar here, he's got a hunter killer on the board. That could result in a free kill for the team. Right now, looking like we're getting some pretty decent hill time for the side of 117.
Some pretty decent hill time there. Don't know how Aether. I think I see him die in the feed, and he's spawned like right outside of P3. Like, you can't even make the sub chat. Things getting a little bit crazy here. Spawns, the algorithm, whatever, so on and so forth. Blase, blase, blase. It looks gruesome at times, but It's 117 who weathered the storm. They prevail out yet again. 50 seconds advantage. Roll it into P4 to connection. Already being made. Caesar trying to get there early, but he's taking shots. We're going to see Aether try to get into the swing of things and cut this one in rotation in half, but he himself is going to be chopped as well. 117 rolling on through. Absolutely putting this 31ers team in the blender. You can see the operators out and about to as well. Lucky having a field day with his. The claw finally going to come to rest, though, as 2 in the feed. Here comes the Annie. Karma finally getting involved there, as about half of it actually goes to waste. I think he only burned 1 shot nonetheless. They didn't even quite need it, Dave.
Maybe didn't need it, but you know what? I think the 31ers need a lot here. They had a decent hold off on the P2, but it has been disaster for them ever since, with Lucky sitting up on 16 to lead the lobby. In fact, every player on 117 is sitting in double digits. You look over at the opposition, Aether, Nutella, Killian, all sitting down on 6 kills apiece. Only Zed and Gore are really competing right now in the kills department. And that's costing them a lot of their rotations. That's costing them a lot of their map control. And as a result, you've got nearly 100-point lead for the side of 117. As far as our operators go, we have 1 available for Karma, 1 for Saturns. You look over the opposition, and we do have full streaks stacked for the 31ers. So maybe some opportunity for a P1 or a P2 hold here. But right now, still looking at pretty much a almost exclusively blue kill feed.
Okay. Well, looking pretty healthy right now. 30 seconds left to go here for this rotation. 100+ points have been mounted. 31ers not showing up when necessary. Finally, kills coming through for Aether. He's got a Bison and plenty of rounds for the whole squad. He's going to get a 3-piece there. Make it 2, actually, as I do believe he got a little bit of an assist. So 2.5. There's the 3.5. And some hill time now desperately needed. They are hemorrhaging right now as he takes too many shots. One too many as we see the rotation being made over to new. Again, if you are 31ers, you cannot count on these P1s and P2s to keep yourselves out of the gutter. As a matter of fact, you got to find to get the rotations over. We're going to go ahead and dive in. First time around, it is going to be listening with the side of 117. Let's see what they can do here in P2.
Slow.
Stadium Karma, te pushean, niño. Mirar el stadium, guys.
One more pushing, I'm low.
I have tickets, bro.
Nice, good job. One more pushing low.
I got 3.
Nice.
Stay flash.
We should spawn there. I think they spawn limit.
No, they chip, they.
One is pushing, one pushing.
Push 1 deep, push 1 deep.
I don't see him on side.
Side dead.
Top construction. It's on side.
Flash side. Meter que es flash.
I go set up for next.
Tickets one shot, buena.
Tickets. Behind tickets.
Two chickens.
Tengo window,
All chickens.
One window. Vente a servir, vamos a pusharles.
One floor.
No, next. Bottom blue, bro.
Este one shot.
Limit.
One more. Chumo.
One bottom blue.
One shot, 6. He's one shot. Nice trades.
They don't. No, one is launch.
I pushed limits.
One misters. Deep.
Limit. I mean, nice.
2 bottom blue.
Limit one shot.
And 1 launch.
They got both side.
Limit one dead.
Maybe
One more should be limit.
Good trophies.
One more should be limit.
Flash limit.
Alrighty, here we go. Battle over to P3. You can see it. 31ers starting to finally come alive now as they've got the rotation. Karma pops the Annie, gets dropped. Lucky from the top rope comes down the staircase. And a sea of yellow back and forth gone. Spawns, though, they're prevailing. And it does look like the 31ers are finally going to be able to get some time.
Well, the 31ers desperately need time right now. They're sitting down not only 100 points behind their opponents, but technically speaking, 117 are within a single full hardpoint hold of closing out the game, taking the victory here before we go into our search and destroy. So some trickle time coming through for the 31ers is big, but they need to find a way on this P4 and P1 reset, close this gap even further, because it is going to be a difficult matchup. And the only operator we have on the board at all right now is going to be Saturns, who is rocking a Purifier, which is huge for P4 here. Could see that come into play. But right now, team is stacked in on the hill. Like we mentioned, plenty of time to close this one out should it come down to just this P4. And with only 40 points to go, we've got Streaks for Karma, Predator Missile, Hunter Killer. We've got a Sparrow and a Purifier available. Meanwhile, we've got nothing on the side of the 31ers right now.
Yeah, nothing to show for any of this effort. The later game turnout looks a little better. The P3 looked a little better on this one now. But it's certainly looking like it could end here. Not necessarily in P4, but possibly in a P1. We'll see if the contest comes through. Nutella, waiting for the squad. This just in. He is not going to have to wait for it. He's going to have to make a move. He finds 2, but is going to be instantly traded out. Aether there for the gunny as well. He's going to get gunned out of there, and now we're going to see at least a P1 guaranteed for the side of 31ers. Again, it's prolonging the inevitable at this point. 243 to 109. 117. Looking like they could close it out here. Looking like it's definitely going to be a closeout. It's going to be a shutdown. A little bit of a test going a little bit of a longer way than necessary, but right back onto the objective they go. This one said and done. 1 second is all that is needed. 117. Not able to get the job done, and 31ers still alive.
All right, 1 second to go for the side of 117 not found, and all it takes is that one kill. It's going to secure that 1 second as needed, as the 250 to, what was it, 130 something? Is that correct? Not even that high? No, not even that high.
Not even that high.
116.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, dominant performance out of the side of 117. 45 kills on the board for Karma to come through with the top frag. Killian and Aether never even made it into the 20s. Meanwhile, everybody on 117 is 30 plus.
There we go. We'll take a look at it here. Post-action report. Gore trying to lead the pack, but doesn't have the hill time to reflect. The game was competitive at all. 18 seconds with a 30 and 37 stat line. That's the top frag. Left-hand side of the scene, we'll see this one. We'll focus on the positives. And it was a sea of positivity. Nobody going negative. Karma, karma, karma. You're going back to prime peak form, aren't you, buddy? Looking good. 45 and 19. Not necessarily needing that hill time, though. When you're playing that role, that anchor, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. The gunny looked damn good. Great stat line there for the boys in blue. 117 taking the advantage early on, and day. I mean, our predictions are, pretty much on point at this in this one. Not close from any standpoint. We'll see if Search and Destroy proves to be a little bit better for 31ers, but they were certainly lost amidst the action there in takeoff. Never really, got their engines going, did they?
Unfortunately for them, no, they did not. Now, as we get into the Search and Destroy, similar to our last matchup, I think this one, if it's going to have a chance to go to a game 3, it would be the Search and Destroy, and that's going to resolve. I cannot talk today. That is going to revolve around the performance of Gore and Nutella specifically for me on the side of the 31ers. So we'll have to see as we get ready for that one. I think we're waiting on one player to get readied up, and we'll get you guys into that matchup. It could be the final one of the day for Europe, or we could possibly be moving into a game 3. Only time will tell. If we do get that game 3, of course, we'll be looking at a control on raid, Deanna's favorite map and mode combination.
Oh, poor Deanna, man. I just imagine having that poor of taste in competitive maps. God, couldn't be us, Dave. We're very, very well educated, and we're very, very open-minded when it comes to maps like that. Obviously, we're just pulling at Deanna. We'll see her back after this series, but surely this one could be over as quickly as it started, as we're getting geared up for Game 1. If you missed it, you didn't miss much. You blinked and it was over. It was 117, pure dominance. We're going to see if they can follow it up with another encore. Could be the 2-0 sweeps across the board that has plagued the EU. The competitive scene here, not necessarily in their best state. See if these bottom half of the teams, the middle of the pack, can step up and contribute here, carry their weight. EU, been very predictable. North America, on the other hand, not so much. We'll see it start off now. It's first 6 rounds onto the defense, or on the attack here for the 31ers. Let's see what they can put on the board early on.
All right, well, Search and Destroy underway. I'm going to be on board with Gore to start things off. One of these snipers for this lineup. See if he's able to bring anything early to the team here. So far, it has been a 2-for-1 trade in favor of the 31ers. Legacy finding both of them himself, not even one of the players that I had mentioned, but having a solid performance right now. Bomb is in the hands of Killian, and we're going to have to see. It looks like the commit is coming towards A. You can see Nutella is backing off, but might get some information there. I think he knows Gore is behind. And this should be about as free of a plant as you can get for the side of the 31ers.
Yeah, lucky. Only player this side of the map to really even try and contest. Bomb finally going down. I don't know what's taking Killian so damn long. In the midst of all that action, you drop a player too. It ain't the end of the road now. Bomb's playing it. 38 seconds on the clock here for the retake, and it's a clean one, 3v3 style. First blood comes through Legacy. He picks up the third, trying to get the shots on another. Last player left alive is Caesar, who's going to gun one. He's got 2 more to shut down, one inside the trailer. Killian wins those. And just like that, you get the bomb plant down, you force your hands of the opponents for the rotations, and surely enough, you close the job out very well. Very well suited. Now, 31ers on board. Already off to a better start than they ever had in that hardpoint.
All right, well, Door finds one. Legacy finds another. That's going to be 2 to open things up, and 31ers actually off to a pretty decent start. But there it is. Karma and Caesar each come through with a refrag of their own. Going to make it a 3 for 3. Caesar finds a 2. Gore, nice snipe there. Big quick scope. It's going to leave Caesar last alive, 1v2. You have 2 players to deal with and a bomb defuse. Got about 25 seconds to go. Both playing trailer. Pros don't fake.
Oh, pros don't fake, but he felt the he felt the push. He heard it. He certainly knew something was on. And both of them inside the trailer, push out, one on one side, one on the other. The tag team duo collectively get the shots in. I'm not sure who got the kill, but it doesn't matter. Round going in favor of 31ers. 2 in a row. Striking gold here in the search and destroy so far. And it's primarily been on the backspell player I haven't really even seen get a shot in. I caught the first one in Legacy, but Stays finally getting on board with a 2-piece himself. They get a little bit of that trailer control. No, they don't have the trailer control. As a matter of fact, you don't have the backside either. Caesar there for the trade. Legacy's dropped. It's all on Nutella and Zed. They don't have the bomb in their hands. It's been dropped in the backside of the alley. And certainly, they're going to have to dive on out of there if they want to get it collected now. Minute and 20 left to go on the clock. This one going rather quickly. Lucky able to find another shot through the wall. But the trade quickly there in return. Nutella, last player alive on the left or right-hand side of the screen.
All right, well, we're looking at a 1 versus 1 here.
Oh, look at this draft from Lucky.
It might be just perfect. Oh, no. Oh, and Nutella stretches across. Oh, if he would have committed to the B push there, he probably gets out. But because he ended up going long, he ends up getting spotted and gunned down by that CBR. And that's going to be the first round on the board for 117. And let me tell you, Legacy has been frying for the 31 here. One of the key factors that has given them 2 round wins so far. 6 kills deep. You've also got Gore, who has been putting up some numbers as well on 4. You look over at the opposition. Says having a decent performance right now on 3, but can't take the 1 for 2. And now Caesar gonna drop to Killian as well. Oh, that's pain for 117.
Oh, that's a good turn, bro. That's a good flick. Bomb collected. 31ers, though, they've got only 2 left standing. Gore looking to get the equalizer. He does. Karma. It's going to be oust. Look at the setup here. Saturn's got 1 lane on the outskirts of the trailer and the back door. You've got Lucky looking for the cross. Pretty decent setup, but with both players on the opposite side of the board being collectively together, we'll see if the numbers prevail. First shots come through. Gore eating bullets. Saturn's gets the push. Gore's dropped. Killian not able to get the trade. Saturn's 100%. They know this player is inside too. Killian playing the waiting game. Wait and see how much longer you can hold here inside of the trailer. He is panicking now as bomb's still in his hands. 50 seconds left to go on the clock. Saturn's looking for the read on the outskirts. He's got the lane covered. ASAP locked it down. Well played. The bounce back here for the defense. And impenetrable here for the 117 squad.
All right, well, Saturn's played that well, and now 117 have been able to tie things up. We have 2 more rounds of the 31er offense to go. We'll have to see what they're able to do with it, because this game relies on them to get us to game 3, and, well, Legacy continues to be a menace. Going to find a kill onto Lucky there to open things up. Bomb is in the hands of Zed this time around, Bison in the other. About a minute and a half to make something happen here. Big miss out of Legacy there. Could have taken down at Saturn's. Man, the 31ers, you can see how cautious they're playing here after they made some mistakes last time around. Gore, find 1 onto Says. It's going to leave us in a 5 versus 3. This should certainly be a 31ers round.
Yeah. Parma, he already knows it, man. Trades came through early. No trades. Here comes the collapse. One line is being held. Karma's going to be able to find one. Karma's going to be able to find another. They don't like what they see over at B. And just one player causing all of the distraction. The other finding the gunnies in a 4v2 botched. Still hope here. 45 seconds left to go. Nutella and Legacy trying to reel this one back in. You had the clear advantage. And all of a sudden, you walk right into Saturn's. He puts a few shots in. You try to double back. Karma has the backsides covered. Right now, it's all about the rotation. You can see both players trying to make it all the way back towards the A side. A lot of ground to cover and not a lot of ground or time to do it in. That's Helen Legacy trying to, again, clutch it up for the squad. This one could give you the advantage right back in it. 17 seconds left to go. Here comes the bomb plant, the smoke. Gonna give away your location, but it is going to secure that this bomb does go down. And here comes the hit inside the trailer. They go. Nutella holding one door, Legacy holding the other. Day, 35 seconds here for the retake.
All right, well, Saturn's able to pick up that kill on Legacy, but he's on the run. Oh
my God.
Gets the turn. Yeah,
that was devastating. Oh, you're a menace.
We of course would never DQ someone for body shooting, right?
Never.
But if anyone ever deserved to body shoot, it was probably right there.
Yeah.
Like, let's be
real. Ooh-wee. Yikes, Saturn's. You nasty. 3-2. Last round on the attack here. First 2 looked great. 31ers look predictable now. And right now, the shots aren't looking any better. Let's see if Legacy and Gore could lead his team to a victory before we flip sides. This could be for the tie. Legacy's off to drop the sniper. Not necessarily love with it, but a little bit more artillery here for this B-side push. 2 for the price of 1. Nutella and Legacy get on board real quick. Karma, though, look in the wrap. Look at this. Finally gets shut down. He takes 1 to go, though. Lucky on the front side. He's got this one locked down. Lucky taking down Gore, Legacy, and Nutella. Last one's alive. And surely enough, it was looking like a pretty decent run of events. The trades leave us dead even afterwards.
All right. This is the final round of the 31ers offense, and Legacy, Nutella, Gore, they've all been putting in some work, but we need to see a little bit more out of Zed and Killian. And, you know, Nutella, you might have 6 on the board, but we might need to see a little bit more out of you. You can't let Saturn's turn on you like that during that last round. That was for sure supposed to be a 31ers win, but now the push coming in. Says great denial on the bomb plant there. Lucky with the snipes. Could be big here. Gets the hit marker, but Says is there to finish him off. Nutella gets the refrag. Now a 1v1. Bomb is picked up. Doesn't see Lucky.
Oh, doesn't need to be Lucky. He's got a gunny out into Deagle. Never fired once. The clutch there. Finally, point back on. There was a little bit of a drought there. 3 rounds in a row. 117 in squad. They just stand out and outperform and outclass. And finally back on board. Finally back with a sniper too. Legacy opening up the first blood here on the defense. Karma though, there to quickly get through the smoke. And here comes Zed too. Zed there for the trade. Leaves us to a 3v4. Bomb's about to go down. 117 about to put this timer on. We'll see if this team can collectively make the push in. 4v3 style. You got the player advantage. And on top of that, Lucky gonna get dropped from behind. Nutella spreading them out with oh my god, Saturn's able to just have his number. Say he's going to be able to find another. We might got body shots here coming from both teams. But who's going to be the one that prevails? Killian. Might have got the timing. There's no way you lose that. Gore, he can't get the trade either. Saturns, my God, is a trailer warrior. What did we just see? That was
sorry, I had a
yeah.
mouthful of pizza there for a second. Almost choked.
Yo, yeah, I would have spit that one out. Oh, God. Holy hell.
Yeah, Saturns is honestly just doing Saturn's thing. Clutching up for the team when he needs to. And as a result, that's 2 rounds that truly should have been 1-1, or I'm sorry, should have been 31ers win that did not go their way. Now, Lucky pushing on up, looking for Nutella, but Nutella on another level right now. Top frag of the lobby, and it's not close. 12 kills on the board. And the last player alive, Karma, gonna get a kill on Gore. It's 1 of the 5, but it also reveals his position, and, well, Nutella has bombed down, and they know it. Yeah. See ya, bud. Legacy finds the snipe. All tied up. 4-4 here, verdict.
Go. Tie back up. 1-7. I think they outclass him in clutches, though. Saturn's single-handedly just picking this team apart. He don't have double-digit kills, but he's got 2 clutches now in his pocket. Nutella. We'll see if he can get on board first. Legacy might be the one there as well to cut this rotation. Zed, though, going to get the intel. The hit is here, is certain. The jungle side rotation now is 4 players making the stack, 1 holding back the back line. And surely enough, they've got to get Zed taken out before they can get the clearance. And on top, you've got Killian as well. Lucky strikes first. Zed going to be able to get shots in on the bomb carrier, but the bomb carrier going to get dropped by Killian. Trades, though, leading in favor of the team in blue. Karma going to be able to find another. Killian is the last hope. Smoke is going to cover. Bomb is going to be collected. 1:15. Now going to be reduced to 45. Killian, what do you got in your veins? Is it ice or is it not?
All right, well, this is a big game for the 31ers, and now it's up to Killian to clutch this one up for the team, and that's unfortunate. Does not land enough shots for that kill, but big slide on the corner onto Karma there. That Ego Chow, homie, you had 26 seconds left. You already took some shots. I don't know.
Yeah, hey, look, if you're filling the gunny, you know, take it, right? But you had a little bit more time. You know, I think maybe playing a little bit better. And then again, I don't know if you're going to be able to get that player back out of Cubby like that. Right here, look at Karma, man. He's already cut the middle of the map. He's got the drop on Nutella, who's right on the bottom side. He doesn't quite know it just yet. He peeks one little wink out. He's going to know it. There is, both players are certainly aware. No, just one. Zed's very much so aware of the player up top. And Karma's still up there, free roaming. Here comes the drop. Nutella's drop. God. Dang. Nutella, you have 12 on board, but you had every right to win that one. Just could not pull the trigger. Just dumbfounded, I guess. I don't know.
It's rough. It's rough to see Nutella have such a strong game and lose out on so many gunfights that were by all right his to win. But unfortunately, at this level of competition, when your opponents are as strong as they are, sometimes that's just the way it goes. So far, we've got a Nutella for Saturn's trade, and gotta say, overall, I say that's a little better for the 31ers, and, well, they follow one up onto Lucky as well. Could be on their way to tying this game up once again, verdict. Only time will tell. A big push out of Zed is going to find Karma. Zed had a really slow start, so the fact that he's able to pick up a couple kills these last couple of rounds is huge. Finds another one as well. Doesn't get that kill, but is enough for Legacy to get the one tap out of the Deagle. And there's the 5-5 tie. The 31ers are not going down in this search and destroy without a fight.
No, we've definitely gone back and forth this one. Has not seen a 31er lead since those first 2 rounds, though, so we'll keep monitoring that as it progresses. Payoff round here for 117. Lucky opening up. Killian's dropped the trailer. Compromise. Backside is Gore. He's waiting for the push through the middle of the map, and lo and behold, he's going to give up a ton of map control on the A site. So, Smoke's going to cover. Bomb's going to go down. And surely enough, it's a 5v3 here for the defense of it. Trying to get the infiltration You got Gore inside of the armory. You got Zed on the outskirts of 10. And then you got Nutella, who's right in the middle of the map. Nutella's going to get chopped down. 117. Looking like they might be still in the driver's seat of this one. Say's there for the collection. Zed drops Say's the 2-piece. 6-5. We are on match point. But we see overtime. Or we see clean sweeps across the board here in EU.
Destroy the objective. Got the bomb.
Well, trades coming through. 1 for 1. Gore able to stay alive with a hair. And trade, another one coming through. And Nutella picking up his 13th, but he is out quickly. The man with ice in his veins. Saturns has called everyone's number this game. Bomb goes down. One last stand here for the defense. If they can hold it firm. You've got to get 3 into the defuse if you are on the right-hand side of the screen. Where is the first one going to come through? Killian trying to make something shake. Oh my, Gore gets a little antsy. Saturns does drop, but Say's able to quickly get one in return. Bomb still alive. My God, Lucky. The last hope. Chucks a nade. Is going to get the hit marker. The follow-up shot's not there. Legacy going to go ahead and hop it. He's going to get 1. He's going to get 2, ladies and gentlemen. It is over. 117 on the backs of Lucky in that last round. The 7-5 victory and the 2-0 sweep.
Well, Verdict, if we're going to be 100% real here, that was a good search and destroy between these two teams, but there were multiple instances where maybe the nerves and the pressure got to the side of the 31ers, and they lost some key gunfights that really should have got them through into the control. As a result, 117 are able to capitalize on those errors, and that is going to be a 117 2-0 victory. They'll pick themselves up 20 points here for today, and the 31ers, a team who is in desperate need of points, especially as their opponents were able to pick up some points today that they were outpacing, now is going to bump them down, I believe, into that number 7 spot, losing out on a playoffs position. Now, there's still some time left, right? I mean, I think there's still a couple games to be played where maybe they can bounce themselves back into a playoff position. But man, we're coming down to the wire here, and you cannot afford these losses like that. Even 5 points picked up here today would have been absolutely huge. And you can see Nutella and Legacy were doing what they could. But I mean, again, Nutella, no disrespect, but 13 kills on the board. Should have been like 18 with some of the gunfights you lost. So that's just rough.
All right, it's rough. We'll take it back to the host stats now, where Deanna will join us back, wrap this series up, and put a bow on the day. Talk to me. That series had game 3 promising potential, but just came up a little shy.
It had. I didn't really truly believe we're gonna have a third game, with all due respect to 31ers. They weren't as consistent as we saw them last season, right? And I wasn't really expecting to a third game. The Hardpoint performance was very bad on their side, but on the opposition, 117 came and did what they do the best, right? And that is to win. Actually, they win their gunfights. They had flawless transitions over the Hardpoint, right? 117 31ers actually kind of struggled, especially in the Hardpoint, right? Karma was one of the main players, right? Key players on their side of 117, dropping 45 kills, and it's usually either, Karma, it's either Saturns who are performing very good, and it's so nice to see them. Now, talking about the S&D, it was a little bit better for 31ers. I feel like when you go against a team, as 117 Kings, there is Animus, it will always be harder when you talk about response, because they have their gunfight, they win their rotations, they have their transitions. But with S&D, you can kind of, maybe get closer, maybe win, and in this case, wasn't the win, but they actually were very, very close. 5-7, right? 5 good runs in favor of 31ers. We did saw Nutella getting good kills, even if he lost a couple, right, of gunfights each and there, but he indeed did good kills. Also Legacy, right, as well, he did good in the S&D, but it was not enough because 117 actually turned them apart, you know, as they did in the Hardpoint. But overall, it was a good one, right? The S&D was something that I enjoyed watching, right? The wins on the win on the side of 117 was so expected on my side. Just my side. I'm just talking about this. But yeah, overall, this was all with our third game, right? If you missed any of our games, you can check the YouTube channel is in, pinned on chat, right? And you can check NA, Latam, Africa, right? Brazil I saw too, so you can actually check them there or uploaded after the stream. But overall, this was our night here on EU. I did enjoy it without the forfeit, right? But we did had some solid matchup. And talking about the matchups, Verdi, can you go over the standings, please?
Absolutely. We'll pull it up right here as we see it. King still miles ahead of the competition, sitting at 140. 110 for Animus, who has the advantage for the second seed for the time being. 100 is 117 able to pick up the 20 points off the backs with solid performance against the 31ers. Exclusive 85, Zidium with 50, 31ers with 40, and I don't know, did Panic start the day off with 35? Did we get those points added? Did they seriously?
Believe Panic started with 35.
So yeah, I
think
don't think we got the points for them just yet, but yeah, they started the day off with 35, so they should actually have 55 and be ahead of the 31ers and Zidium.
That's the matchup I was referring to on talking about the scoreboard there at the end.
There we go. Good deal, right? We'll get that corrected ASAP, but for the time being, day went by pretty well. We had some pretty good matchups. We got to see Arsenal for the first time. Overall, with the forfeit still being in the mix, it was still a dub, right?
Yes. It was definitely. I'm happy that we saw Arsenal, and can you go over the results of the day to make it clear to everyone who just joined the stream what we saw today?
I absolutely can. And in our first game of the day, or what was supposed to be our first match of the day, Animus are going to pick up a 2-0 victory over Icemont, as Icemont was unable to field a roster here for today and results in a forfeit. In our game at 2, we had Panic going up against the new kids on the block, Pegasus. And with all respect, it did certainly look like the new kids on the block. Panic absolutely took that one with basically no opposition. Kings come through with a, I would say, expected win over Exclusive. Now, I do think because we saw Apocalypse there, that's definitely one that if you missed, it's worth going to watch just to see how that map plays. And for our final game of the night, we did have 117 Not Found versus 31ers, one that probably should have gone to a game 3, but the 31ers choked up a little bit, and 117 capitalized on those mistakes, resulting in another 2-0 victory. So 2-0s across the board. Everybody on the left side of the results picking up some points. And that's going to be it for today.
Okay, well, it was a pleasure as always to be here with you guys. You are the best, as I always say. I praise you guys because you are my favorite, right? And you always look absolutely amazing. I forgot to say it, but you guys look absolutely amazing as usual. It was very nice working with you all today, right? I'm a little bit tired, but well, we're gonna be back next week, right? In the next week. Thursday.
Thursday's next week, technically. Yeah.
Next week, yeah. Okay. Thursday, because today is Thursday. Yeah. We're gonna be back with a new broadcast, right? Hopefully, nobody gonna forfeit. Hopefully, everyone it will be here. But until then, we're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, COD. We're gonna ready up for a raid and. For NA, you guys, because you guys gonna have NA, right?
That's right. We're gonna have a new a host too for NA. We are gonna bring on Cali Gaming from Garena. If you guys are unfamiliar with him, get familiar real quick. He's gonna be seeing a lot here towards the end of this season. Not sure what the next season holds for him, but I'm so glad we're gonna be adding a new addition to the Mobile Mayhem family. So tune in tonight. Cali will be here with Day and myself. We'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to hear word from Call of Duty Mobile, as Yeta just mentioned. We'll see you then.